This is a continuation of the diatribe against Ancestry.com, who has destroyed my family by its failures to do its job. Well, today is the infinite one, the one that has to be told, and that is on the AncestryDNA contract. No one reads it. I have members who have done it and are oblivious to what they have signed away. You will not be so oblivious after you listen to this. Paragraph 4, DNA testing, starts with some other paragraphs, and then it says this: AncestryDNA does not claim any ownership, and it stays with you, but you have to understand that you have been providing the DNA to Ancestry.com, and you acquire no rights in any research or commercial products that they may develop from your DNA. That's almost reasonable, almost expected that they should be allowed to do certain things with your DNA, almost. But it goes on a little bit further. If you can, you go down to the next level, and it says this: by submitting DNA, you have granted AncestryDNA, it doesn't say the words, but it's a perpetual, never-ending, transferable to anybody they want to sell it to, license to use your DNA, and any DNA that you submit from any person from whom you have obtained it, but with legal authorization, and to use it, to host it, to sublicense it, to distribute it to whomever they desire as they themselves determine. You hereby release them from any and all claims, liens, demands, actions, or suits in connection with the DNA sample, the test or results thereof, including without limitation the fact that you have just given away everything that you have in your body. You've given away your very essence to Ancestry.com. So, you didn't realize that, did you? Well, that ain't all. They also have other provisions limiting any suit of any sort and taking away many of your legal rights. I won't even go into them, but let's go into paragraph 7, which makes it even worse. User-provided content. You submitted your tree and all that? Well, guess what? You gave it. You gave them a right to use it, to sell it, to transfer it, and distribute it however they want, as they deem appropriate, not as you, through any method that currently exists or one that might be discovered later. And like always, in not so bright letters I have, you grant Ancestry.com all the protections against you ever suing them. And they say that they don't acquire any title or ownership. They just have an infinite, perpetual license to everything having to do with your DNA and all the information you posted on yourself on their site. Are you that big a fool? Ancestry.com thinks you are, and you have already done it. For most of you, it's too late. For those of you that haven't done it, I say do it if you like the terms. I am not trying to take away customers from AncestryDNA or Ancestry.com. I'm merely acquainting them with the business practices of this corporation, which I find to be detestable. Oh, well, really a great deal more than detestable. I find them to be reprehensible. I find them to be evil. The evil is coming out of Utah. Utah ought to stop them from such very, very questionable contractual methodologies, hiding it without pointing out this major material fact that they don't say a word about, that is so different than family tree DNA, so different than 23andMe DNA. Best I can tell, there is no other company that would dare do this but a megalith whale, a corrupt whale such as AncestryDNA. I will repeat this in other messages in other ways, as this is the be-all and end-all. That's all. This is expose corrupt genealogy whale signing off, and also my other name, Kinmapper, and another of my name is Fight the Corrupt, and this is just a baby corrupt. It's a big corporation for genealogy, but it's a baby one anywhere else. It's not like our government, which is able to keep such nasty things secret. I want judges in jail. I am here mainly to go after Florida judges, but these guys just stepped in my path, and I cannot help but warn the public that these guys have perpetrated not a fraud, because it's all there. They have just concealed it. They have fooled you. You have been fooled. But I can't say it's a fraud, because it's in the contract, and any educated person can read it. But most people don't expect the terms of a contract to be so different than any other company. Well, guess what? With Ancestry, you had better always read the terms of the contract. They come up with some doozies, and this is not the only one.